Greetings, everyone. Welcome to Spiritual Insight. I am Tiffany White, Sage Woman, and I am so excited to be back with each and every one of you again. Here we are. Welcome 2026. Hello, Richard. Bear hug to you too. And so we are streaming live. Glad to be back. First off, I know I am. So glad to be back. We are streaming live on Rumble, on X, on BitChute, on YouTube, on LinkedIn, on my personal LinkedIn, Tiffany White Sage Woman. The other platforms are under Goldylocks Productions and Goldylocks with a Y. So that's where you can find me, all of our shows. So yes, even like I said, even on my LinkedIn, Tiffany White Sage Woman. So yes, welcome everyone. Just checking all the platforms, all the live chats. Please do join in, and if you are able to do so. Like if you're driving, we don't want you to do that. Don't put yourself in danger and harm's way. But if you're able to join into one of the live chats, whether it is on YouTube or on Rumble, please do comment. We like that. It's a very interactive show, even over on X as well. So we do have some people that watch and view from there and comment, watch and view, watch and comment from there as well. So we have so far Richard, who is commenting over on YouTube. Welcome all the YouTube viewers. Welcome all the X viewers, all those on BitChute, on YouTube, and I already said YouTube, and LinkedIn. And here we have over on Rumble, we have Ruth Saltman. We have Patty. Yes, great. Yay. Happy new Tiffany. Happy new Tiffany. Yeah, it's so wow, just happy calendar 2026. Because nature-wise, the new year's in spring. The spring equinox, there you go. That's that. And it's interesting thinking about this going, so then that's why April Fool's is there. The April 1st is like April Fool's is to mock that when the new year really is. And so it's interesting that the winter solstice, there was a lot of powerful transition. There's a lot of powerful transmissions, downloads, a lot of energy, a lot of light coming to each and every one of us, and maybe I should say cosmic energies. It's that they're very, very powerful. Sometimes people unfortunately misuse the term light, but we're talking divine, powerful sacred light here coming in, the cosmic light coming in. And so why did they wait then like a week and a half or 2 weeks for this big new year, January 1st? So they do the same thing in spring. Then let's wait a couple of weeks, and then April 1st would be the new year. Well, because they don't want to if you're trying to steer people away from honoring nature, this is what I feel like they were trying to do, was to really just steer it away. So no, the new year is spring. That makes sense. Absolutely. Let's get in alignment with nature. This is a powerful winter time. And it's hello, Wendy, over on Rumble. And it's not a bad time. It's time for us to do some more work. And so, yeah, exactly, Richard. There's 13 months instead of 12. And why the whole thing with 13 is interesting. It's like, Richard, you knew what I was going to talk about. But 13 is a divine number, by the way. The number 13 is connected to the Divine Mother, to Sophia, and all of the Divine Mothers. Sorry, my hair is itching me today. It's like, oh, it's tickling me. Okay. Hello, Carol Ann. Hello. And so, yes, you can see in the background, I still have my Christmas decorations up. My my Christ Mass decorations up? Absolutely, I do. I like to also follow the 12 or the 13 days of Christmas, which begins on Christmas Day. On the 25th, then, goes to tomorrow. The 5th would be the 12th day. But what's right after that is the Epiphany on the 6th. Well, wouldn't that be the 13th day? So the 13 days of Christmas, so that incorporates, if we're talking about Christ Mass and the Epiphany and the Three Kings, you also want to celebrate that divine feminine who birthed in Christ. Just saying. That's my take on it. Celebrate any way you feel comfortable. Just, when you start to question things, and I've had a lot of time these last 2 weeks to think, to have great conversations. It was very, very busy, but yet I was able to find some time and some rest. That first week with Christmas was every day. I was baking up until even on Christmas, or the day after Christmas, because we were going out of town to celebrate with in-laws that weekend. So I baked all Christmas week. I think I lost count at 9 dozen cookies. I think it was like 10, 13 dozen cookies, not including the pies. 3, 4 pies that I made. Anyway, it was crazy. So that's what I was doing that first week, and just preparing, getting ready, right, for Christmas. And then it's the last week of the break was good for me. And it's the first time I forced myself to stay away from the computer, from the desk, from social media. I mean, I would, look at social media every once in a while, but not just sit there. And what I did do is just relax. Do things you haven't done. Do some reading. Do some more inner work, and just enjoy it. And for those of you who don't, maybe know me all too well, but hello, Robin. I do enjoy working. Working is my play. And so whether it is working around the house and doing all sorts of things, but I really did make myself sit a little bit more. Sit, put your feet up, just sit and relax. And I did that. I'm very proud of myself, because it's the first time I've done that. I would sit down and 15, 20 minutes. Yeah, I'm doing good. Oh, shoot. I should go do that, So, I know, Robin, I decided not to do TikTok this time because it was too, even though I can handle that and that's fine. I said, you know what? I'm just going to keep doing what we're doing. Like all the shorts from not just my show, all the Goldylocks production shows is uploaded onto TikTok and to YouTube, the shorts, so I decided to do that since the shorts have more viewings than the actual live. And so just I'm staying in that calm little floating river or whatever. I'm just staying in that calmness. And I feel that it was too much to try to keep track of the TikTok right now on my phone, so off to the side. So I was like, no, not right now. I'm not feeling adventurous this evening. I'm just trying to be all chill and relaxed. But what a great joy it is to be back. Did you guys miss us? Did you miss us? We missed you. So anyway, all right. I am seeing lots of posts on social media about it already being the year of the fire horse. And I just want to have a little reminder too here that the Chinese zodiac year of the horse actually begins on the 17th of February. Okay. 2026. Yes, the 2026 energy alone is powerful. All right, it really is. But let's remember that we still have 6 weeks left of the Wood Snake 2025 to 2020, to the beginning of 2026 energy. We still have that wood snake energy that we must still pay attention to, and we must honor still that shedding, right? The wood snake is the shedding of the skin, letting go, remapping, rerouting old habits, old ties, old versions of ourselves, quiet endings, private growth, private growth. So that's exactly the quiet. It was quiet for me. I honored the quiet on this break. All right. Now I'm going to tell you, drama and those that don't want to do their work, they do not care for quiet or private. You see them? They're writing a diary, dear diary, on social media about everything that has happened. TMI, too much information. We don't need all that. Drama doesn't care for quiet or private. Those who don't want to do the work are the loudest right now. Have you noticed that? All right. Robin, I'm just trying to catch up on some of these comments here. Robin says, I was thinking the same thing for my show because I'm still healing and not needing the added stress. Right? Yeah. I'm finding always a whiz with multitasking, always with having multiple things going on. But I'm really honoring the energies right now. Maybe this is honoring still that wood snake. Don't push. Don't push. Not yet. Come middle, give us 6 weeks. We probably will be able to do that. And more with the multitask. Just go, 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 go. But right now, don't push yourself. Still honor that wood snake energy. We still got 6 weeks of shedding, of rerouting old habits and old ties and old versions. We need the quietness, which is beautiful, of winter to continue our private growth. Okay. Let's see, Richard. I love all the shows are back and we have a new. Yes, we do. Yes. You know what? Thank you. Let me get into that now. We do have a new show coming on. And so I just want to see to that another afternoon one. So we have Laura Romero, who's every other Tuesday, or not every other. It's 2 Tuesdays a month, and she will let me know what Tuesday she will be available for January. Now, Aleph is actually with Musical Life on Thursdays at 1 p.m. Eastern Time. She's actually going to come back on February. She still needs another month. See, she's honoring that wood snake. I'm going to not push to get back. So she's honoring that, and I respect that. So she will be back the 12th, I do believe, February 12th. So that's when she will return 1 p.m. on Thursdays. And we also have another show starting this Thursday, the 8th, January 8th. It is Soul Coaching with Joanne Leo. Now, many of you may remember Joanne Leo. She has been a special guest on Carol Ann Carey's show in the past. And so she just feels like it is time to have her own show. And she does have so much knowledge and wisdom to share. And so I'm really excited to have her on. And she will be 4 p.m. on Thursdays. So, Thursday's going to be a powerful lineup, huh? Well, pretty much all of them. All the days, and I'm really just excited about everything that is happening. Don't forget, Wednesdays at 1 p.m. as well is Marsha Culver's new podcast, The Mile, which is a call-in only. You call in, and it's interactive too. At the end, there's like Q&A for the special guest. And let's see, this Wednesday, she's going to have Laura Romero as a special guest. That's at 1 p.m. If you need the phone number, just let me know. I'll be happy to give that. Actually, I'll just give that out right now for those who are listening. So the call-in number, the Goldylocks production switchboard. And this is only activated. You could call it any time, but no one's going to pick up. It's only activated on Wednesdays at 1 p.m. for Marsha's podcast. But the call-in number is 206 806-9965. And I do remind everyone of that as I promote that Wednesday podcast. It's really great just to put it on, listen, and if you have any questions, you can unmute yourself and then ask them. So it's really fun. Yes, Robin, you need to get with her. I thought it was the 14th, but I wanted to make sure with you first. Okay, so Robin, let me know what Tuesday, what Wednesday this month you're available to be her special guest too. Yeah. Okay, let's see, Robin. Oh my gosh, people share how many times they have. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Oh my goodness. How many times they've pooped? I do not care to share my life on social media. Oh my gosh. That's crazy. Yeah, I know. No, but it is true. They share too many things. It's just like, you gotta be kidding me. Wow. All right. Okay. So what can I just want to share a little bit. It's not this, we should do this now. Let's still honor this wood snake. What we can look forward to behind this is the fire horse is about movement, is speed and freedom and action. New openings through movement. Things happen fast because you finally move instead of thinking about it. All right. So this is what's going to be very powerful because we are in winter months, but we're going to really, though it's mid-February, and then we're going to have a month of this action. It's kind of like speeding up that seed growth for spring. So it's just beautiful how all this happens. And the Chinese zodiac, by the way, too, is a lunar-based zodiac, whereas the other astrologies, the different types of astrologies, are solar. So very, very interesting. And then was even doing some more reading and some relaxing, and things are always calm, during the break. And it was like the history. I was reading someone's Substack about even they were talking to about New Year's, and about how it's still winter, and really gave like the history too of New Year's Day and the calendars and all that, and that we even had a lunar based calendar. The whole world did at first. Chinese held on to theirs, because they hold on to their cultures, and they didn't allow to be influenced by the Roman Empire. So, and then we know the rest of the story about how how everything was kind of changed and manipulated. So, but it was very interesting that information there was all lunar. Was it all lunar, or was it something else? Because, the moon's not as old as we think it is. And that's all I'm going to say there. And I'm going to leave that there. Those of you who know my moon presentation, I'm not going to get into all of it. Anyway, you can dress up in a higher self costume, but the shadow part of yourself that you refuse to meet still plays the drum beat your body involuntarily dances to. Are we not witnessing this? This is, yeah. Let me say that one more time. You can dress up in a higher self costume, but the shadow part of yourself that you refuse to meet still plays the drum beat your body involuntarily dances to. Interesting. All right. Let me see. Wendy over here on Rumble says, I loved your post yesterday with the ET talk. You like that? I know. I thought that was great too. Yeah. It's things that I've shared that we kind of all talked about too, is just no one's coming to save us. We have to do our own work. And it's free will. It can't violate free will. Who am I talking about? They. Our cosmic families, ETs. They can't They can't interfere. No one's going to come and save us. We have to take responsibility for our own life. And this is what we're going into here is knowing your whys gives you clarity about who you are. And when you know who you are, you become powerful and unstoppable. All right. I have notes everywhere because I was taking that time. Just go, write this down. This is good. This is good. Anyway, so I will continue on with that in just a moment. So I'm sorry if I'm driving now crazy with my hair. I have actually been trying, and I'm loving it, this Norwegian shampoo, a hair care system. And I'm really noticing a difference. I love my hair. Okay. So finally, my mane is like, I'm finally getting my locks taken care of. But anyway, well, I'll talk more about that another time. But yeah, I really, really am digging it. All right. It's really working for me. I've always seems to have challenges with, and I've done the diet thing with your hair, women, we know our hair's just going to do what it wants to do. All right. Thanks, Robin. All right. The work at this moment, and again, we're still in the wood snake energies. Let's work with it. Let's work with these energies. The work at this stage is about learning to recognize emotional triggers without becoming identified with them. It is also about developing and maintaining discernment and how we respond rather than react. True integration occurs when we stop trying to escape or even reject polarity, and instead we learn to hold both the light and that dark or that shadow with neutrality, with balance, that 0 point state of being, that consciousness of balance. Awareness of wounds is necessary, but identifying with the wound or wounds keeps us stuck. We don't have to name the wounds. We don't have to identify them. We don't have to give them a zip code so that they can reside within us. No, that's wasting a lot of time and energy and keeps us stuck, doesn't it? But noticing something isn't enough. We have to apply change. And change happens when you do something with what you notice. Awareness or insight without action can keep us in the closed loop of observation without responsibility. We're only supposed to observe just briefly, but then we have to apply what we have observed, or we stay on the hamster wheel of observation and not going anywhere. All right? When awareness leads to choice, to movement, or responsibility, it becomes growth. Our goal shouldn't be perfection. It's not about perfection and being perfect, but it's about consistency and even discipline. We have to discipline ourselves, to stay focused. Consistency, discipline, unity by bringing spiritual insight into our lives, into our daily choices, and grounded presence. Unity, that divine sacred union within ourselves, and then outside ourselves, within our community. Remember, as within, so without. As without, so within. As above, so below. As below, so above. It all starts right here and goes out. Shouldn't be the other way. It's here, and within and out and up. All right, and below. When insight and awareness becomes unified, clarity naturally follows. Find and maintain balance for you And by you taking care of you, your responsibility and taking care of you, that goes outward and it helps others as well. It's like a chain reaction because we are all one. And so if I'm taking care of myself, I'm taking responsibility for me, and you're taking responsibility for you, and everyone does that within our community. What a strong, unstoppable community we become, or we are, right? All right. So, what has the 2025 Wood Snake taught you and are still teaching you in these last 6 weeks? You don't have to answer me. I want you to reflect on this for the next 6 weeks. Journal about it. You don't want to journal? Talk about it. Record yourself. Not for social media. Remember, it's private growth. you know, record it just for your own. A lot of people have like audio journals. Yeah, you can do video journals, vlogs, but again, for yourself. Doing this type of thing, you don't need to make videos about while you're doing it, while you're going through it. Afterwards, if you want to talk about that, you can, because everyone's growth and development is going to be different. It's going to be different. All right. So honor yours. All right. Honor your growth and development. Of course, as you reflect, you can also feel what is coming just around the mountain. Hey, Sarah. How you doing? Yes, Richard. Absolutely. Just do what you love and help others, and that's it. It's just being compassionate and loving and just helping each other and moving forward. So it's interesting as I was having a conversation with my guidance team as we were, as I was writing this down, and of course, as we reflect, we can also what's coming. And I was starting hearing the word, remember, coming around the mountain. She'll be coming around the mountain. And so I'm hearing this song, she'll be coming around the mountain. And this was a popular folk song with roots in African American spiritual song, When the Chariot Comes. Now, it's interesting because I was guided to, my team wanted me to go look this up. And this is what I did finding this, okay? So about when the chariot comes, and it's about the second coming of Christ, which we're in, but it's not the Christ person, it's the consciousness, the Christosophia consciousness. All right, where she was the chariot. The song was adapted by railroad workers and miners, shifting the meaning to a secular, a non-religious, non-spiritual celebration of arrival, when she often represented a train or a helpful figure with labor organization, like Mother Jones, leading to verses about riding 6 white horses and wearing red pajamas. Now, in reading this symbolism just went bam, like fireworks in my head. It was like bam, 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 bam. So, arrival, anticipation, and freedom. 6 white horses, white, feminine. 6, the 6-pointed star, the equal star, right? The upside down triangle to represent the feminine, the triangle, the masculine, and together they make the 6-pointed star. Some people call it the Star of David, but it goes way back. It's not a religious symbol. It's much older than that. It was just, of course, anything that has been created has been inverted with the meaning of it, and we're just taking symbols back and inverting the inversion, making it right again, right? The Christosophia. But then the red Red pajamas would be the masculine. Red and the white, red and white, king and queen. Let's think about the Templars' clothing with the red and the white. Just interesting points to ponder. It's just cool things that I'm noticing. So anyway, let's see. Ron goes, wow, I did not realize this. I sang this song with Grandma all the time, right? I used to sing this song a lot too as a child. Yeah. Oh yes, Robin, exactly. That's what you did. Yeah. Yeah. In reading about that one, yes, you did. You did. You waited until you were healed before you talked about it. And now it's maintaining the healing. Healing is ongoing. That maintenance of it, absolutely, in different phases. All right. So Chinese zodiac wise, I am a fire horse. Even though I feel the surge of electromagnetic fire burning brighter than ever before, I am honoring and am grateful for the reflection, the releasing, and the patience that for me, the wood snake has taught me. It's taught me reflection, releasing, and patience. This, the following that I've been talking, is how I have been feeling anticipation. Why? Since the beginning of December 2025. And I do believe I mentioned this is like, wow, I just feel like these energies are already here, already in 2025. But again, it's the winter solstice energies that activated. Whoo, and then here we go, 2026 energies. And now we have right there the cusp of the fire horse. The fire horse, and this is just looking forward to this. Still do the wood snake. But the fire horse is not about anger or destruction or war. It is more like a spark of energy, a cosmic ignition. It is a cosmic shift of fast, accelerated awakening, remembering, a surge of free will uniting with divine will. The holy sacred union. There we go. Within ourselves and outside, right? Our holy sacred union, connecting with divine will, our free will with divine will. This is cosmic law, the law of one, God's law, God's source law. My higher self and oversoul did reveal that 2026 is the year of reunion. And I did say this on Ruth had asked that question, Ruth Saltman, when I was a guest on her show, the beginning of December. And her show's Wednesdays, 8 p.m. Eastern Time, The Transformational Soul. And she asked me that question. We said what 2025 was about, what's 2026 about. And I tell you, I was surprised because that was not from me. That was my guidance team. And we were asking my guidance team just to, hey, asking these questions. And so that came through, and it was just, reunion. And I heard it and I was like, wow, that's awesome. And yes, that means so many things. All right, reunion. So again, that's, is about reunion. Fire, illumination, purification, transformation, and elemental nature cosmic passion. Horse is about freedom, fast movement, heightened intuition, untamed and unbridled truth. Together, they represent a high frequency that burns away stagnation and all energies, not only human beings, but all beings who are not in alignment with cosmic law, the law of one, universal law, whatever you want to call it, God's source law. Absolutely. And so that is, this will not be a quiet year of revolution, of realignment. All right. We can no longer ignore. We can no longer ignore when our higher self or oversoul commands us to stop pretending. Open our eyes and step into our divinity. We must move. We must not only speak our truth, but live our truth, even if it shakes the ground beneath us. Fire does not harm or consume the awakened. It only consumes the illusion that was never real. The illusions of comfort and safety, false loyalty, and I'm saying comfort and safety in the matrix, false loyalty, and misidentified self-worth. People may feel a sudden need to make changes, powerful changes, such as finally leaving an unsatisfying, harmful job, a job that made you ill, relationships, belief systems, and even move out of state or out of big crowded cities. This isn't done out of fear nor chaos, but more to be in alignment with our higher self or oversoul and source. This year is a harmonic shift. This year itself is a harmonic shift, not to any manipulated calendars, zodiacs, belief systems, but due to this planet, this realm, this biosphere's ascension spiral. Let me see here. Supports event, not unity. There aren't. Right. Okay. So, and you've heard me talk before about. Oh yeah. I get my notes now. I got notes everywhere. You're just seeing my journals. It's like it's not pretty. It's written in there. Anyway, so I've talked about this before about the 3D frequency of this planet, Earth, the 5D Tiamat, Tara, and then the 7D Gaia. All right. They're just, again, an awareness of the different frequencies of this planet. It's not to separate. All right. And I know we've talked about this a little bit. And then when I even tried to say something and it doesn't feel right, it doesn't vibrate well. And I've talked about many different speculations of what is. It's not a physical separation. All right. It's, so this planet, and I've heard people say, well, there's two Earths now. Some people can see from space a 3D, that there's two Earths, the 3D and the 5D, and I was just like, are you seeing illustrations of one Earth going into two? No, and it never felt right with me, and I just could not articulate that. So when I can't do that, I'm not going to speak about it until I sit with it more, until I'm aware now of what's going on. Then I can speak. And that's what I've done, is just sit back and wait. Well, as there's different versions of this planet, it's like there's different versions of us. How we were 20 years ago is not another physical version of us running around in the 3D, No, it's just a shift in consciousness. It's a shift in frequency and energy. It's an energetic, phases we're going through. And so that's the same thing for this planet. All right. So with us in meditating, hey, I know I have conversations with my 12D higher self. Does that mean I'm a 12D version of myself? I'm there, but not all the time. I'm having conversation, but not all the time am I there. But I have access to that. So we are multidimensional beings. We have this access, and we just go through these phases. Again, we don't have to identify so much. It does help us to kind of maybe understand what's happening, but we don't have to create more separation and confusion and trying to work through all of this either. So for now, I'm just going to say New Earth, you know, because that's what's happening. She's ascending. This beautiful planet, this realm is ascending, and let's just say New Earth energies. Um, this is how I was feeling the beginning of December 2025. Finally, this planet entered a high frequency solar pulse portal in the final month of 2025 and continues to increase through 2026. The solar flares, the CMEs, the coronal mass ejections, and photon belts will intensify. We're going to still see some earth changes, earthquakes. She is roaring. This planet is making these changes, not to destroy, but to elevate the vibrational substrate of matter. These high frequency energies activates the crystalline grid beneath Earth's surface that are awakening ancient light chambers, which we've known like the inner Earth, Shambhala, Telos, Agarthia, as well as buried space arcs. We've heard this. Arcs are activating in the oceans, and the ones that are buried, they're activating. They're heating up. They're probably, a lot of us are calling them earthquakes, but there's probably that's happening too. Yes, we are hearing this birthing. Angelic human DNA are experiencing increased light activation, especially in those who are already attuned in alignment with their higher self, the oversoul, and source. Pat yourself on the back. Many of you right here in these comments, if you're, you know what, whether you're commenting or not, if you're drawn to watch this and to feel this information, this is for you. All right. So please share this with others if you feel like that resonates with you and you feel like it's going to resonate with someone else. Please do share. Now, we've talked about this briefly too. They really haven't changed too much. It sounds like the Hobbit Inner Earth. Yeah, right? I know. But it's real. It's real, Wendy. And so are the hobbits and the elves and the and the tree people, Yeah. Excuse me. Oh, I have been releasing a lot too. So the sinus infection, it's just a lot. A lot. Woo. All right. We talked about the symptoms before, whether you will call them as symptoms. I like to say validations. How about validations include sudden insights? You get this sudden burst of insights. You can't sleep enough, or you have sleep disruption. You can be really tired. I'll be like really tired. I'll pass out, but I'll wake up several times too. It's like, oh my goodness. But then it's just like, let's just sleep some more, because we're having some powerful things happening to us while we sleep. Good things. We have this sudden urge to change the diet, change the things that we eat and consume. Heart palpitations, and I'm talking energetic, not medical. These I have been feeling. Yes. And even earlier today, I felt that with my heart. I was like, okay, sit down, take some deep breaths. When I feel it, sit down, take deep breaths, work through it, and I'm okay. Bursts of spontaneous recall of your soul's experiences. Remembering. All right? Yeah, remembering. Yeah, you still have sinus issue? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Well, as everything's lightening up, including our head area, it's pushing out excess mucus from our sinuses, from our lungs. And so it's yeah, gummies help me stay asleep. There you go, Wendy. Yeah. So Robin, I'll have to send you some did I send you sinus tea before last season? I'll have to send you some of my sinus tea mix and drink it. And then there's some other things we'll talk off air here. Yeah, of what's been helping me. So, all right, 2026. If we take this year, we all know this. Everyone's saying it's a 1 year. It's a 1 year. 2025 was 9. This is a 1 year because yes, 2 plus 2 is 4, and 4 plus 6 is 10. And I heard from my team, do not drop that O. Leave it. Leave. What I heard was leave the O, because they do not say like how we talk. They don't talk in negatives of do not and no. They do not speak that way. So it was leave the 0. It's 10. And I'm like, wow, this is not about numerology in the sense of 1 to 9 numerology. Leave the 0. And then I was laughing, going 1 and 0, 1 and 0. What is that? Coding? Codes? Like computer code, right? Well, ooh, we're being recoded. That was my first thought. This is a year of renewal, yes, but we must recognize the shift of the past 10 years from 2016 to 2026. Reflect on that. Those of you that know. Others that are catching up slowly but surely enough. And then the slowly actually ends really soon. So, and then I kept hearing it's go time, it's go time, it's go time. Okay, you can interpret it however. I am just writing down things that I got. This is the final threshold as the new Earth template fully downloads or recodes the 3D reality of herself before she heals the 3D version of herself. She's not going to spit it out. It's healing it, absorbing the 3D. And anyone that doesn't want to change, what does that shedding look like? What does that shedding look like? Those leaving. And I'm not saying that everyone, and there's a lot of people who are just done with their mission. They're done. And they are leaving their physical forms. All right. And so not everyone is signed up to stay with this earth to the new earth phase. If you're watching this, many of you are. And this is not to be fearful again. This is just to observe. This is what's happening. That's fantastic. And in one way, shape, or form, everyone's going to ascend. If they're not ready for that, those who are leaving and they're not ready, they will finish their ascension someplace else. All right? The ones who need to be fearful right now are those who wouldn't watch anything, who doesn't care about their spirituality. Those are the evil people who don't care about anything like this. They're the ones that need to be, I don't want to say scared. They shouldn't be, of because it's time. They've gotten away. They think they have gotten away with so much for so long. And no, it's time now. It's time. It's time to make a choice, make the right choice. For many people, there's no choice because they have done such, unspeakable things. And so Source will deal with them. And, but yeah, so I love that. This is the final threshold, is the new Earth template fully downloads or recodes the 3D reality. Change is already here. And 2026 will make it undeniable. Yeah, Wendy, and they're going to be taken care of too. They're going to leave. There's no place for them in this, in the new Earth. The NPCs. I can't believe how many NPCs there are. The non-player. Shoot, did I say that right? Whatever. Anyway, there are a lot of soulless ones. There's no space for them. There's no, they are being eliminated. They are being dealt with. I should be saying that. I'm not going to say eliminated. They're being dealt with. And that's not our concern in how they're being dealt with. All right? All right. Change is already here. 2026 will make it undeniable. Some say this year brings collapse. Well, sure, of old systems. And others say peace. And both are correct. The next phase of chaos is birth. How you see this happening depends on where you stand or vibrate in the Christos Sophia consciousness. Do you see peace? Or do you just running around like a chicken with the head cut off, or screaming, running around, the sky is falling, the sky is falling? You know, we're seeing a lot of those. Oh. Yes, Richard, there's a lot of us who feel that way about our family members. Yes, I wonder. Yeah, it was, yeah, exactly. And that's okay, Richard. Just sit with that. Keep sending love and light to our loved ones and our family members who maybe you are. And it's just, I'm going to say this because I've questioned it. And it's okay to question. Look at your family members and go, are you going to be part of the new earth? Are you coming? You know, it's okay to wonder that inside. Don't voice that to them. Don't bring that up. Don't say anything like that. We are not chosen ones. The ones that are going to stay and be a part of this new earth, we are not chosen or any more special than anyone who decides to leave at this time. It's their mission's done. They've done what they're supposed to do. And we come in and we take over and go on, right? Our ancestors, each generation set each other up to do the next part. So it's a passing of the torch. So please don't look at it that way, like, oh, I'm better than. No, it's nothing like that. And please don't think of that, okay? And absolutely 2026 is a rebirth for ourselves, Sarah. Absolutely it is. And because we're doing that work, we're recognizing and we're doing that work. And just taking responsibility, right? So I'm here to tell you, yes, it is fine. You can have a feeling of your loved one may pass soon. Don't treat them any different. Just keep giving them love. Just keep being around them and being loved. Being around them and being fearful does not help them. It doesn't help them at all. Just be that beautiful, beautiful love, and watch yourself, you know, remove yourself, because sometimes that fear atmosphere is very strong and it can be intoxicating. So remove yourself from it and reset, rebalance, and go back and shine your light bright, clear all that up. I experienced that during the holidays too, during the Christmas break. And there was 3 times I had to leave the room, and that was unusual because usually my light is, I got this, but it was so yo-yo up and down roller coaster. I'd have to reset myself 3 times, and it's okay. I'm not upset at myself. I'm recognizing that it was very challenging, and okay. I'm still going to sit here and shine love and light in all directions. You know, that's what I'm going to do. Hello, Samir. Yes. So both are correct. The next phase of chaos is birth. And right. And how you see what's happening depends on where you stand or vibrate in the Christos Sophia consciousness. So the meaning of the year 10 then. So the 1 is the seed, the individual awakening. 0, the infinite circle. It's an open circle. So it's a spiral, actually. It's not a closed circle. A ring is a closed circle. It's energy is a spiral. It's not a closed ring. It's a spiral. Look at the Tesla coils. It's a spiral. But when you look at spiral. You take a spiral and look at it, and if you had to draw it, it looks like, from looking at it, a circle, but it's actually a spiral. So the infinite is this spiral, the unity within source. It's that spiral. So 1 and 0 together is the one returns to the all. The one returns to the all. It is a sovereign soul reuniting, Ruth, there's that word, reuniting with cosmic identity. So this year, 2026, will trigger a global wave of identity shift. Millions realizing, I am not just a human. I am a multidimensional being of light, here to anchor heaven, or the 12D and above, the authentic organic heaven. Heaven on earth, on the new earth. I'm here. That's exactly it. That's exactly it. That's what I want you to remind yourself every day. You are a multidimensional being of light, here to anchor heaven on earth, this new earth. And we're not only helping each other, we are helping this beautiful planet. We are helping this realm to rise up. And she's already physically in the fifth. Our whole solar system is. The sun, the suns are so powerful. Everything. We know this. Those of us, we see it, we feel it, we acknowledge it, and just keep doing more of that, and just don't let anything get you down. Just like we talked about in the beginning, just know who you are, know your whys. Knowing that your whys gives you clarity about who you are. Why do I feel this way? Why am I experiencing this? And and just keep working on yourself, and because we're fine-tuning when I say working on ourselves. We're fine-tuning and making adjustments and readjusting, and so it's all beautiful, but it's all very necessary as well. All right, so okay, just checking my notes. I think I got through everything. Yay, and in time. Woohoo. All right. So, I'm glad you could join us, Samir. I hope that you had a really nice Christmas, a holy days season, all of you. And please don't forget to heart, or share this show if it resonates with you, to share with others. I'm grateful for that. I'm grateful for you. And of course, check out my website, whitesagewoman.com. And you can contact me through my website. You can see what services I offer. And be sure to come back next Sunday, 8 p.m. Eastern Time. But not just then, though. We have lots of shows. All the shows are starting back up this week. So I have lots to watch and do. Tomorrow is Marsha Culver's show, Enlightened Heights. And Tuesday evening, Robin's Cosmic Soul Food. And then Wednesday, we have the 1 p.m. Marsha's podcast, the Call-In Podcast show. And then Wednesday evening, we have Ruth Saltman. Thursday, we have Joanne Leo's show debut, Soul Coaching with Joanne Leo, and that's at 4 p.m. Eastern Time. Carolyn Carey and the Psychic Flow, Thursday evening, 8 p.m. Eastern Time. All the shows are Eastern Time. And then Friday, we have Melissa Parks, Joyful Findings, returning 8 p.m. And then this Saturday, the 10th, by the way, the 10th is Carol Ann Carey's 7-year anniversary. Woo, 7 years, Carol Ann. How about that? All right. Well, thank you all so much. And just peace be with you. Peace be with your heart. Peace be with your mind. And peace be with your body. May all beings rest in the harmonic field of truth and liberation now unfolding, and Source be with you. Good night, everyone.